EMP Records.
Hello, friends. How are you? This is Pastor Onzare, and of course, this is the Onzares, the foundations of a healthy marriage and a healthy relationship. I just want to thank you, people, for being so patient with us, because we've had a long break, but now we are back, and we will continue with bringing more about relationship, more about marriages, more about dating, because we believe, we as the Onzares believe, there is a way to live a happy life in marriage. A marriage that you wanted, the dream marriage, the dream life, the dream wife, the dream husband, the dream children. There is always a room to do that. And that's why today we are back. Again, I do not want to forget to ask you, if this is your first time you're seeing this video, please remember to subscribe and hit the button that every time we do a video and a new one, you will get a notification that we've done something. You can continue listening to us. And most so, don't be mean. Just forward this to your friend and ask your friends to do the same. Subscribe, because our target is to team up, me and you, to reach more who are suffering and they're not supposed to suffer. And for the break that we took, I was doing a research on a few things about marriages, and my first topic this year is about to reignite your marital fire. Reignite your marital relationship. Reignite. It's like restart or relight your fire. It used to boom. It was fiery. It was, I don't know what to say, but it was, because I can remember mine. And let me say this, one of the things that have affected marriages for some times, or affect every marriage, either knowingly or unknowingly. Number one, I want to urge all of us, let your spouse be. Let your spouse be. Remember, you people, you met two grown-ups. You met two people from different background. You met two people who have been raised up differently, with different characteristics, but can make those characteristics, can merge them together and have a very beautiful marriage relationship on earth. Let your spouse be. And how is this going to happen? Let me just give you just a little bit a background of what happens in every marriage. When people come together, or when people are dating, it doesn't matter how long they're going to date. We dated for 5 years. But dating is different with marriage. You may think that you know your partner more in dating, but you'll be surprised to start learning your partner once you guys come together. And according to my research, when a man and a woman come together as a husband and a wife, from day one, there is a fight starts, either knowingly or unknowingly. The African marriages or the African culture, a man is born a ruler, to rule naturally. And the African women knows that they are born to be ruled, not to be dictated, not to be abused, not to be taken advantage of, not to be mistreated in these marriages. No, but they are born to be ruled. And that's why when we talk about Mutumia Agada, that wife is the wife who has allowed the natural submission of a woman to man to take place. And that marriage is always healthy. Nothing shakes that marriage because everyone knows his or her role. But there are others, something happens. And I've said a man is born a ruler to rule, not a dictator, not abuser, not to take advantage over the wife, but to rule. And that's why the Bible says in Ephesians that a man is to love his wife, and the wife is to submit to to her husband. The wife or the woman, the African woman, is born to win a man's heart whatsoever. And there are so many things of winning a man's heart that a woman does. Remember, if you share with every man, they will tell you, or he will tell you, the things that he sees in a woman or saw in a woman, and he was attracted or gets attracted to that woman because of those things. Some of them are outward looking, and others are inward looking. Inward looking is the inner man of a woman that plays a big role to win a man's heart. For a man who is looking for a lifetime partner. Outward looking, these normal things the young men are looking nowadays, the figure, walking, I don't know, more so to do with the figure. I'm a jazzer, I'm a beba, a figure eight, hips and all those things. Those are outward looking. And the woman, a complete wife, is made of both inward and outward looking. But there is a problem when a woman takes over a man's role. There is a big problem when a woman takes over a man's role. How does a woman take over a man's role? I said, and I'm saying now, every time two come together to make a marriage or a family, there is an automatic fight comes in. This fight is the husband is fighting, and this is a 7 years fight where the man is fighting to prove that he is the ruler. He is the owner of this kingdom, and he will continue ruling this kingdom because he is the ruler. And the wife starts the fight of winning more than the heart of this man, and if not careful, she goes to an extent of taking over the man's role, and she becomes a ruler other than a winner of the heart. When she becomes a ruler, she's not pleasing the man, neither keep giving man the peace, but she's giving him torture, and she makes this man. And so I was saying, when that fight is continuing, when the wife takes over after 7 years, and she takes over the marriage, a thing, and she becomes the ruler, she sends the man to a 2-year silence of research on what's wrong, what's going on in this marriage, what has come over my wife, what has come over this lady, because now the man is seeing another woman in the wife that he married. So what happens after the 2 years of silence? The man comes back with a fight. And the fight starts, a vigorous fight, because the man is now fighting to take over his role and continue being a king in his own kingdom that he used to be. If the wife does not allow God's intervention to realize that she has gone beyond her role of winning the man's heart and continue being the ruler in this marriage, the fight will continue. Either physical or emotional or mental, whichever the way, the fight will continue because both are fighting. She's fighting to maintain the position she has taken. He is fighting to take over the position that has been taken. In the process, the following things are lost. And you will agree with me after this video that it is true. Most of the marriages, these things are no longer in existence. Number one, because of this unnecessary fight, pure love is gone. Nobody is loving each other. Both are mistreating each other. The wife is ruling the heart she's not supposed to rule. She's supposed to win. The husband is fighting to take over his role of ruling. And because of that fight, the war starts. The misunderstanding over nothing comes in. Without understanding, without knowing what is going on, without even doing the research, these people are fighting over nothing. Just because you lost your position and someone has taken your position, someone is not ready to bow down and accept this role to be taken. So everyone is in this place. Everyone has been misplaced. Everyone is misplaced. Let me put it that way. The husband has been misplaced. He's no longer playing his role of ruling the home. He's now being ruled and he has to do what is going on. The wife is now ruling the home and she don't want to let it go because she thinks she has achieved the goal, but that is not an achievement. That is not an achievement. I've heard few people confessing after realizing they have made this mistake or they have made this mistake before. One of them is Reverend Wamoyo back in Kenya. When she realized that she has taken over the husband's role in her ministry, she had to bow down, and I want to thank her and congratulate her and thank her for allowing God's intervention and revelation to realize that this is taking place. And she bowed down and she allowed the man to be. And the man is the bishop, I guess, and she is the reverend. It is at that time she saved her marriage. And more have done that before, and they have realized. At the beginning of our marriage, we went to visit one of the elder ladies in Naivasha. May the Lord rest her soul in peace. And she told us one thing. She talked to us and she said, I have never been beaten in my marriage for over 50 years now. Never been beaten. But there is one secret I want to give you. Every time I realized that I was wrong, I bowed down and I made peace with my husband. He has never raised a hand on me, and I have always seen my mistakes and corrected them before they are hurt. So pure love is gone. And what is this pure love? Let me repeat it again. Pure love, or the word love, means love one another equally. The way you love yourself, love your partner. Open your heart to your partner equally. The man should be open and the wife should be open. Value your partner on equal measures. Expect, this is why I want you to pay attention. Expect all these disappointments in marriage. Expect all these discouragements in marriage. But again, expect a reward from the same person. When you realize your role and you play your role very well, very well. Number 2, social security / social stability is gone. The stability of that marriage is at stake because now the two partners, the wife and the husband, are not working on their social stability. They're investing their energy into fighting to retain what they have. The man is fighting to come back to his position. The woman is fighting to retain this and take more and more. This is a necessary fight. And as a result, their social stability is weakened. Any thing affects them, brings them down, kills their morale, fights them, shakes them, breaks their heart, because at this particular time they are not thinking. Anything irritates them. Remember, the man is fighting to come back, either directly or indirectly. And he's now doing anything to discourage, to fight, even to abuse and to disgrade this woman, because he is fighting to take back what belongs to him. The crown of becoming a king. The crown of becoming a king. The crown of becoming a queen, because somebody has taken that crown. Someone has put down the crown of a queen and has taken up the crown of a king. Number 3, companionship. That closeness is gone. This is the time you find people sleeping in the same bed, looking on different directions. There is no communication. They woke up in the morning and people see them walking from the bedroom thinking that they're together or they slept together, but they did not. Everybody was sleeping on his or her own world, wondering, what has happened to my partner? Where is the man I married? Where is the wife I married? They sleep looking on the other side. And that's why you hear people say that it is easier to forget your husband and you're still sleeping on the same bed, or it is easier to forget your wife and you're sleeping on the same bed. Why? Because you people are not together. Reignite the fire of your marriage. Reignite your marital fire. And number 4 is protection. The man is created to protect physically. And that's why you find that in the African setup, the work of building a home, a physical home, is a man's responsibility. The work of building a fence to protect his family and to put a very strong gate and to get some, tough and harsh dogs, umbwakali. It is a man's responsibility because he is born a protector to protect his family. He is born a protector to protect his family. The wife, she is born a protector to protect a man's heart and to feed that heart that is not lacking, it's getting enough. And here it's where I'm saying that the woman plays a big role to maintain the marriage and to keep the beauty of the marriage. Most of the women have fallen or they have failed in this because they take the fight into the bedroom. When even the man wants to get his conjugal rights, he cannot, because there is a fight to be fought before eating this food. How I urge that we can keep this fight in the sitting room, fight there. When people go to bedroom, they go to sleep and enjoy the life there that is supposed to be there. Protection. Protect that heart. Protect your family. It will only take God's intervention in a woman's life to realize her role and to come back into a winning field to continue winning the heart of this man. I've heard more women, or most women, or some women asking their husbands, why are you looking at those girls? Does it mean what they have I don't have? Why do you think he's looking? The man is hungry. And I'm not saying this because I'm advocating for anything. I'm saying this because I want us to see the bigger picture and feed the man from home. Feed him from home. That even if he sees, he's not being affected or being attracted to that because he's already full. He's already full. He has eaten enough. Same thing happens with men. Most of the men, they don't ask their wives, but they keep fighting with it. Why is it my wife is looking at those? Am I not handsome enough? Am I not smart? It's because you're now not ruling. You're now going to the winning section, which is not your part. Your part is to rule. And in that ruling, that's where providence comes in. Because you have to provide, you have to protect, you have to make sure everything is working for good and for your family. So my people, Reignite the fire in your marital life. It's very easy. You just only need two things to reignite the fire. Number one, prayers for your family, for your husband, prayers for your children, prayers for everything, even the accomplished goals and projects in your marriage. Pray. That's your work, my sister. Number two, realize your role in that marriage and play that role without fail, without question, without murmuring, without, play it peacefully, and you have a beautiful marriage. To the man, if you realize that your role has gone, there is a way of bringing it back. Do the things you're supposed to do. Most of the times, this role is being taken away when we fail. Number one, to listen to our spouses. Number two, to act when we're supposed to act. Number three, to protect when we're supposed to protect, and we let the women start protecting themselves. Number four, we neglect our duties. We become too busy for our spouses, and when they take over, it is not easy to let go. And because it's not easy to let go, it is not easy for you to come back as a king. My people, let's put those things into consideration. Let's work in our marriage and make sure that everything works for good. May the Lord bless you so much as you listen to this. Forward to your friends. We want to reach more for them to know that we always can reignite back the fire of our marriages. Thank you. See you next time.